Should have recorded before I started. We're doing another pod. This one's actually the 8 by 16. The one we did yesterday was the 10 by 20. And it's an easy job. We're just gonna load up these items here, the few items inside, plenty space. When you use these pods, remember the floor, you can actually put things down on the floor and slide it, and it won't damage like a couch. A dresser, I wouldn't recommend putting a dresser on this and sliding it. You could definitely scuff it up. But yeah, we'll show you guys the process of this move. Today we got my guy Miguel. So what's up, Miguel? Working out, and then we're gonna get things done. Hope you like it. Now there are jobs when we wrap everything, and there's jobs where we can just grab and go. This is grab and go. When the furniture is not in the best of things, you can still work without having to, wrap everything up. We can be careful and not have the drawers open up. So you guys can see, I put it in wrong twice in a row. For the ones that don't need to have their items wrapped up, this episode you'll be able to see on how we still take care of the furniture without having to wrap it up. Sometimes the smaller item is heavier than the bigger item, so be careful. Always pay attention, and don't be afraid to use a little bit of support. just showed up and gave me some tie downs and then showed me some more stuff that needs to go. So now I have to rearrange the truck. We're gonna move this section here and build more on top. The reason why I built it this way was because I couldn't pack it to the ceiling with no tie downs. As soon as they start moving this, it's gonna tip over and stuff is gonna fall. So the husband found some tie downs for me and showed me a few more things that he wants to take. So we're gonna fix this up. And that's the thing of packing. Don't think because it's there, you can move it and then reorganize it, do something better with it. So we're gonna take these boxes, we're gonna put them in the back now, and then start putting some more shelves and other items that they wanna take now. So, yeah. So if you have a box like this with no tape, not to worry. Do like a figure eight. One side here, so you put one side down, that side down. Lift up on this corner, stuck that box in, and voila, good to go. So yeah, don't be afraid to move things around. Again, the husband came and was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna take this and that. So we rearranged everything, but yeah, stay tuned, you'll see the progress. Unfortunately, both my phones died midway and I wasn't able to provide the final results on this job. I will say that it was going really smooth until the husband showed up, and you know, besides him pulling more things out, which was absolutely fine, I don't want to be mean about it, but he got in the way. And this is for customers. If you see that your movers are doing well, everything is going good, to suggest something just cause, it's going to mess things up. Unless you really see like, hey, no, did you forget that, you know, we have this still, or did you forget that that box is filled with this, you know, then of course, yes, get in the way, talk to them, tell them, advise them, but to just stand there and say, oh, how about we do this and that and this. When I'm packing, at least, I look at everything and say, okay, that's where that is, this is what we're gonna do, boom. Then someone else comes and says, hey, you know, let's do this. It just messes things up. And when it's coming from a customer, you don't want to say no. You know, I'm always gonna say yes and try to put their thoughts into play. But then that means I had to write a whole new playbook. You know, I have to do something different just to adapt with what the customer suggested, and that's just for me to be nice. That's just the way I am. You know, there are so many people out there that are ready to just bash someone's business and try to run them down to the ground, and you will never know who they are. You can do 100 nice things, and you can just do one thing that's bad or off and forget about it. You're gonna be labeled as a bad guy, and believe me, nobody wants to be labeled a bad guy. But all in all, we did a great job. In the end, the customer still had a lot of space. I told him you can still throw a lot of things in here, but unfortunately, this family was going through a loss. The owner had passed away, and they were just saving, whatever was of value, but more the sentimental stuff. And that's why in the beginning you saw we were grabbing the pieces without wrapping them, without blanketing them. And that's because customers are sometimes on a budget, and they look at the clock and say, you know what, these pieces can go as is, and if you can wrap this and this. So we wrapped the grandfather clock up from head to toe. The table and chairs, we wrapped them up from head to toe. Maybe another piece or two, I can't remember. But the items that we didn't wrap, I still covered them in the truck. I threw a blanket over them and had boxes and things all on top of the dressers and whatnot. So the blankets, they couldn't fall down if they wanted to. They were in a good position. So yeah, we did a good job, and everyone was very happy. I shared. It's also good to be personal with them. This business, and you can share some personal things. I told them about a loss that I had. My father, a couple years ago. I was talking to him on a Monday, and he was gone. Actually, to be accurate, I was talking to him on a Friday, and he was gone on a Saturday, and I heard that he passed away on a Sunday. So, and it's just unbelievable. It's just something that you just can't believe. And they actually kind of went through something similar. So just to share that, that emotion, feelings, just to share it and talk about it. Trust me, they appreciate it, and they see that this is not just a job. You're caring for somebody. You're doing a lot more than just moving them. So just keep on doing what we're doing, and stay blessed, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have many more to come. I have so many videos that I have to cut and edit and post on my channel. And again, like, comment, subscribe. If a mover is watching this and you see some nice tips and tricks, or just plain advice, I would love to hear from it. So make sure you guys follow up, and we'll go from there. Take care. Bye-bye.